You're not tired. You are distracted from the life you know you should be building. That is the truth most men do not want to hear, because tired is a convenient excuse. It sounds understandable, but distraction is different. Distraction suggests responsibility. Distraction suggests that somewhere inside you knew what mattered and still turned away from it. Many times the problem is not that you are tired or empty. The problem is that your energy is being spent in places that distract you from the work that would actually change your life. That is why things still feel heavy even after distracting yourself for hours. Because internal contradiction drains a man faster than work ever could. That contradiction creates a strange kind of exhaustion. It feels like fog, like guilt, like a quiet weight of knowing you should be moving, but you're not. And over time, you start calling that tiredness. But what you call exhaustion is often just avoidance. Because a lot of distraction is not random. It is subconscious protection. Protection from discomfort. Protection from failure. That is why the mind negotiates so much. But the life you want is not built in those negotiations. It is built in the moments when the negotiation ends and you take action. That is the part most men do not understand. They think they need more motivation, more inspiration, some new surge of emotional energy that finally makes discipline feel easy. But motivation is weak. It comes and goes. And if your consistency depends on how inspired you feel, then your growth will always be temporary and inconsistent. But discipline is different. A disciplined man keeps moving when his emotions do not agree. He does not ask whether he feels motivated. He simply remembers what needs to be done and does it. That is why the real issue is not energy. It is clarity. It is commitment. Because a man cannot build a different life with the same mind that keeps choosing comfort over growth. And that is exactly what distraction does. It protects the old mind, the old habits. It gives you enough relief to avoid change, but still leaves you feeling empty. That is why stagnation drains more energy than effort ever will. Effort may tire your mind and body, but avoidance exhausts the soul. Because every unfinished decision lingers. Every delayed action stays with you. Every hard thing you know you should have faced but did not begins to collect like debt inside the mind. And that debt gets heavier the more you delay. Because distraction does not only steal hours, it destroys your self-trust. Every time you choose comfort over commitment, something inside you learns that your word means nothing. Every time you delay what matters, you teach yourself that you're not capable. And that is a serious loss. Because trust in yourself is one of the most important traits of a successful man. Confidence is not built by thinking better thoughts. Confidence is built by keeping difficult promises to yourself. By doing what you said you would do when it becomes inconvenient. By proving repeatedly that your own word still has weight. And that is why so many men feel divided. One part of them still wants more, but another part no longer believes them. And that split creates pain. That is the real cost of distraction. Not just lost time, not just slower progress. The real cost is a fractured relationship between a man and himself. So the rule has to change. Not later, now. When distraction shows up, move anyway. That has to become the new law. Because distraction is not a stop sign. It is the exact moment your future gets decided. The old rule says, if I do not feel like it, I wait. The new rule says, if I feel resistance, if I feel distraction, if I feel the pull toward comfort, I get up and move. That one shift changes everything. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates progress. And once a man has momentum, he often discovers that the tiredness he felt for so long starts to disappear. The pull towards distraction grows weaker with each decision to resist temptation. That is why so many people feel better after they start. Because readiness does not come before action. It comes after action. That is why the hardest days matter most. They reveal what your priorities are. Will you prioritize comfort or focus on staying committed? Because the days that shape a man are the quiet ones. Training when tired, working when bored. Those are the moments that build something real. Success is not built in one dramatic act. It is built through repeated daily action, through small forward movement, through the ordinary discipline of showing up again and again. That is why progress matters more than perfection. A small step still breaks the habit. And you do not need hype. You just need reliable action. That is all. And this looks like the man who no longer asks how motivated he is feeling. He just moves. That is the man who becomes steady. That is the man who will build something. The world is full of people who mistake distraction for a lifestyle, avoidance for rest, and delay for strategy. People who keep circling the same goals while wondering why nothing changes. Do not become one of them. You are not tired. You are distracted from the life you know you should be building. So stop giving your attention to what keeps you distracted. Stop calling avoidance harmless. Just get up and move. When the mind wants to wander, refocus. When the comfort calls, take one step forward. Because every time you do, your self-trust gets stronger. The identity starts changing. And that is the real transformation. Not just reaching one goal, not just having one disciplined week, but becoming the kind of man who shows up daily. The kind of man who does not keep postponing his life. That is the strongest version of you. Not loud, just controlled, steady, consistent. So the next time you say you are tired, stop for a moment and look honestly. Are you truly exhausted, or are you distracted from the life you know you should be building? If the answer is distraction, then you already know what to do. Take one step forward and keep moving until you become the man you want to be.